In a Connecticut courtroom on April 1st, 1985, April Fool's Day was no laughing matter. Hi, I'm your host, Susan Langford. Welcome to Broken Gavel Wednesday. As promised last week, today we are going to discuss how you should prepare before hiring an attorney. In the 23 plus years I worked helping people who were victims of unethical conduct, one of the things I learned was that many of these situations could have been avoided if the victims had taken a few simple steps before hiring their attorney. Here's a helpful list. Know the rules. First and foremost, the model rules of professional conduct, which used to be called the Canon Code of Ethics, are not offered to you when you enter a law office. So, go to the Bar Association's website for the state in which you reside. In the search tab, type in Model Rules of Professional Conduct. If you have trouble locating them, ask for help from the Bar Association staff. If that fails, find the closest law library in your area. Some are located inside courthouses, others at local law schools, because familiarizing yourself with the model rules of professional conduct is one of the best ways to spot potential red flags when dealing with an attorney at any time. And this is a free service, and it should be used first to protect your rights. Next, research their background. Check bar admission. Verify the attorney's license is active and in good standing with the state bar. Look for disciplinary history. Review any public records of complaints or suspensions or disbarments. There are several good options beyond the State Bar's website. For instance, avvo.com. I list avvo.com on the Writer's Statement Public Court Cases page of my website at brokengavel.org. Again, that's avvo.com, and it's listed on the Writer's Statement Public Court Cases page of my website at brokengavel.org. Check it out. Another resource is justia.com. It's another good option, and that's justia.com. And lastly, you can also try superlawyers.com. It's also wise to look for reviews on Google Reviews and yelp.com. And that's yelp.com, YELP.com. Experience level. Confirm how many years the attorney has practiced and whether they specialize in the area relevant to your case. Examples include family law, personal injury, criminal defense, legal malpractice, wills and estates, and entertainment law, etc. Next, evaluate their experience. Ask about similar cases they've handled and their success rate. If you're looking for a personal injury attorney, request examples of settlements or verdicts they've achieved. Next, schedule a consultation. Prepare a list of questions before your meeting. Questions about fees, timeline, communication, style, and strategy. Bring all supporting documents, contracts, correspondence, or court papers. Gauge whether the attorney listens carefully and explains clearly. Wear a watch. Keep track of the actual time you are in consultation. Beware, it is not legal or professional for an attorney to charge you for the time in the waiting room. That is not the consultation. The contract should always be reviewed carefully before signing. Make sure you're comfortable with the terms and conditions. If something goes wrong in your relationship with your attorney, and you're unsure of your rights? Refer back to the Model Rules of Professional Conduct for guidance. If you still don't understand something and have questions about those rules, contact me at langford1susan@gmail.com. Again, langford1susan@gmail.com. In the subject line, say, I have questions about the Model Rules of Professional Conduct. Include your full name, address, and contact phone number in the body of your email. Next, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Observe their communication style. Are they respectful, responsive, and transparent? Do they show integrity and empathy, not just confidence? Confirm no conflict of interest. Ensure the attorney hasn't represented opposing parties. If your case involves local officials, companies, or other attorneys, verify there's no prior connection that could bias representation. Okay, next, we're going to tell you a story. I'm going to talk about a case involving an attorney located in Pennsylvania, and his name is John Kuchka. In 1996, a married couple purchased a house through a private owner. The owner lived in California, but met with the couple in Pennsylvania on his property. The couple was naive about real estate and trusted the homeowner completely. During their meeting, the homeowner instructed the couple to work directly with his attorney. Then, the homeowner left Pennsylvania and returned to California. The couple met with attorney Kuchka, the homeowner's attorney, who went over the legal paperwork for the sale. He informed them they'd soon receive information and choices for homeowners insurance. Once they made their selection and obtained insurance, they were told to send the documents to his office. The attorney had them sign the closing documents, assuring them he'd handle all the filings. He gave them the keys to the property, and the couple moved in immediately. But after a week, still, no insurance paperwork arrived in the mail. So they called Kuchka's office, and he said, "You should receive it any day." 2 days later, they did. To their surprise, it wasn't a packet with choices for homeowners insurance. Instead, it was a policy, a homeowner's insurance policy, showing an inspection had been completed. And to their greater surprise, it was signed and dated by attorney Kuchka. The signature line indicated that he represented the young couple and not the former homeowner. That's when I stepped in. After reviewing the policy signed by Kuchka, I contacted the Fair Plan Insurance Company to inform them that the couple was not represented by Kuchka. They had not requested any inspection, and no inspector had ever been to the property. Needless to say, the Fair Plan canceled the bogus policy and warned Kuchka not to fraudulently sign contracts. Later, the couple hired a professional inspector. He discovered hidden defects that would have caused the property to fail any legitimate inspection. That explained why attorney Kuchka had forged the insurance paperwork. I'm not at liberty to tell you the rest of this story. However, you can see the Fair Plan's letter addressed to attorney Kuchka on my website at brokengavel.org. I've been receiving text messages inviting me to appear as a guest for news media interviews. Folks, I haven't yet verified the origin of these requests, but I'm more than happy to do interviews with the media community upon proper communication. Please email me at langford1susan@gmail.com for inquiries. Okay, next week we'll be bringing in more stories from the Broken Gavel War Zone and a guest speaker who's going to share his Broken Gavel experience. So for now, be safe out there. This is Susan Langford signing off.